The ZenSports Bronze League tournaments have finished and we are now down to the final 16 coming up on Friday. And even if you didn't make it though, I'm still going to tell you today how you can, just by guessing, just by showing up for the stream, win some Chaos Legion packs, so stay tuned. Hello, hola, como esta? This is Luke, and this is my channel, Playing to Earn, and today I have a special announcement. The Bronze Esports League is going to finalize this Friday, March 4th, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 p.m. UTC is the start time of this stream, and these players have been playing for 7 weeks long. Maybe you participated in the tournament. Maybe you've just been watching the streams, trying to earn some free packs and hanging out, learning from the best of the best. And now we finally have the top 16 based on how many circuit points they were able to gather up over these last 7 weeks. So the fun part is, even if you didn't qualify, even if you're not one of these top 16 players, what you're going to be able to do is come to this page. I'm going to drop it in the description, the comments, and in our Discord, also in the ZenSports Discord. And what you can do is come here and create a prediction. So once you click on create a prediction, all you have to do is click on who you think is going to win each matchup. And then as you edit it, you can click around who's going to the final. Then from there, pick on who is your tournament favorite. And then from there, all you got to do is write in the prediction title, please put your Discord name, including the 4-digit hashtag, so that I can contact you after the tournament. If your prediction was the closest, you will win Chaos Legion packs. First place, 3 packs. Okay, 3 packs. If you get the best prediction, second place 2, and third place 1. Maybe I can convince some other people to throw in some packs as well for this giveaway, but I think it's going to be really fun. The way this point system works is essentially the first round, if you guess matchups right correctly, you get 1 point. If you predict these next rounds, you'll get 2 points. If you get these ones right, it's 3 points. And I think if you get the final right, it's something like 4 points. So kind of every time you move up around and get each one right, you're going to get more points. So don't just think about who's going to be the champion. You have to literally predict as many matchups as you can to get as many points as you can to win all of these Chaos Legion packs. So you might be wondering, well, what if I didn't watch? What if I'm just completely out of the loop? Well, of course you can guess, but if you want to make some better educated guesses and have a better chance, you can come to this Google Sheet. You can see all the points, how many people scored over these 7 weeks, and try to get a feel for these players. And I'm also going to tell you right now storylines for each of these players to give you an idea of who you should be betting on. First up in the 16th seed is Espartaco with only 104,000 card power, but a 71% win rate. This player is the Cinderella story. In the final week to qualify, they finished 4th and jumped up 32 spots to finish in 16th place. So congrats to Espartaco, but it's going to be a Cinderella story if you're betting on them. Albert is up next in the 15th seed. This player did very well the first couple weeks, but then did not play in the last couple weeks. So we'll see if they show up or if they will DQ. If they do show up, they had a very strong showing in the first couple weeks, including a 6th place finish. Faduo in the 14th seed is a player who's consistently done well in this entire tournament, including a top 2 finish week 1, which was the most players we ever saw the entire tournament, with over 400 players. Faduo with 264,000 card power and 79% win rate is a shoo-in to do pretty well in the tournament as well. HalfABlue is one of the players with the most card power, even though it's a bronze cap limit. Sometimes it's nice to have all those extra cards so that you can use as many scenarios as possible. A 77% win rate and a best finish of 4th, including 2 top 8 finishes. However, after HalfABlue qualified, they did not play in the last 2 weeks. So we'll see if they're rusty or if they'll remember all the strats that helped them get some of those top 8 finishes. Gucciboy is a player that came out of nowhere. You can see that they only have 86 wins and 23 losses. That's because the first 2 weeks they did not play in this tournament, and then in the final 5 weeks they were able to grab a 2nd place, a 7th place, and an 8th place finish. However, we'll see if they're missing the first couple of weeks will really hurt them as far as learning strategies for this tournament. But right now, Gucciboy with 178,000 power is the 12th seed of this tournament. Super Cow is not only one of the best named players in this final, in my opinion, but they've also been one of the most consistent, playing each and every week. often finishing at least in the top 32 or top 16th. They were also able to grab a 5th place finish in week 1, which again had the most amount of participants of any week. They are only at a 76% win rate, which is lower than some of the top seeds, but Super Cow could be a potential upset over these top players. KJ Chemical, just like Gucciboy, missed the first couple of weeks of the tournament, but made up for that with a 3rd place finish and also another top 8 finish. You can see on their charts, they're at a 74% win rate, so a little bit lower than some of the other players, but still a great player with 127,000 card power. We'll see if they're able to take down any of those top players. AdCon in the 9th seed, also known as Glenn in our Krill community, is another one of those Cinderella stories with only 17,000 power to their name. They often rented for this tournament and found ways to win, consistently getting in the top 16 and 32, but not getting enough points to really qualify until the last week when they finished 5th place in the tournament. So Glenn has been really popping off towards the end. We'll see if their rental strategies can help them move on to that final. Zombie on this list is one of the first people to have that 80% win rate marker with 108 win matches and only 27 losses. You can see here that they picked up a 2nd place finish in the tournament as well as a 3rd place finish. So they didn't win any of the tournaments, but they have definitely been able to finish high on the table, and we'll see if that can continue. They're going to be the 8th seed for this tournament. Alibi in the 7th seed is one of the few players that got circuit point every single week in this tournament, meaning that they finished at least number 32 or better for 7 weeks. So there aren't any incredible, 1st or 2nd place finishes, but there was a 4th place finish, and then every other week they were able to get to that top 32. So a player that is definitely consistent and also has, again, one of the higher card powers with 189,000 card power to their name. Shinapun is a player from Japan that everyone thought was too good to be true, that they must be botting or scripting, but this person is real and they are crushing it, including a 2nd place, a 6th place, and a 3rd place finish to their name. And they are also a player with 80% win rate. I think one of those, now that we're to the number 6 seed, definitely someone who has a great shot of winning this whole thing. Unit QM is a player that wasn't on my radar at first, but after a 2nd place win in week 3 and a 3rd place win in week 6, they are now a player that sits with the 5th most amount of circuit points and 4.7 million card power to their name, making them the most amount of card power in this entire tournament. So they're going to have the most amount of cards to choose from, and they have an 81% win rate, which isn't the highest, but is still pretty dang high. UA is another player that is constantly on the top of the silver leaderboard, and now playing in this bronze tournament, they were able to win week 3 and also finish 3rd in week 5. This player has an 85% win rate in all of their matches of this tournament. They've only lost 20 single matches, so definitely a player that you could put your money on to win this whole thing. AMAR is a player that is usually on top of the bronze leaderboard, so you think this could be a player to win the whole thing. Indeed, they were able to win back-to-back weeks, including week 4 and week 5 of this tournament. However, in week 6 and week 7, they only got top 32, not even getting into the top 16. So AMAR had been on a little bit of a slump the last couple of weeks, but we can see if they can bring it this final and maybe get that magic where they won it in week 4 and week 5 and take this whole ZenSports tournament. Schwartzchild is also known as a player that's on the top of the bronze leaderboard all the time, and people always say that this guy never loses matches, which is almost true with an 84% win rate across these 7 tournaments. Schwartzchild played in every single tournament, and also the first tournament won on their alt account, which was unable to qualify because you can only have one account, but their alt account also won week 1. So with that, Schwartzchild has a lot of experience in this tournament and a lot of wins, making him the 2nd highest circuit point winner. So definitely another favorite to win this whole thing. However, Schwartzchild isn't the favorite of all. It is the tough stuff with the most amount of circuit points, including not just 1, not just 2, but 3 out of the 7 Bronze League tournaments. He finishes first, both in week 2, week 6, and week 7. So they finished with 60 circuit points, Schwartzchild with 46, so clearly above the rest of the pack. And not only that, but an 89% win rate with 171 matches won and only 21 individual Splinterlands Bronze League matches lost. This is crazy. I think putting the tough stuff as your champion makes a lot of sense, but of course, that's why we play it out. You never know what will happen. We'll see if the tough stuff can hold up to their name and also win this final. So hope you guys come to the final. It's going to be streamed again at 11 p.m. UTC on March 4th, either at the ZenSports Twitch, Theta, or my YouTube channel. Of course, make your predictions so that you can win some packs, and maybe, who knows, maybe the stream there will be some giveaways as well. So stay tuned. Peace out, Palam, adios, and I'll see you guys for the big final, the epic ending, and see who of these 16 players will take not only part of the $1,000 prize pool, but also the glory as being the first esports tournament winner of Splinterlands for this Bronze League.